It's gone sick. And I don't like the term woke because I hear woke. You know, it's like just a term that half the people can't even define it. They don't know what it is.
Wait, what was that?
I hear woke. You know, it's like just a term that half the people can't even define it. They don't know what it is.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to What Was That? The show where I dive headfirst into the bizarre world of politics and leave you questioning your life choices. I'm your host, Gabe Sanchez, and today's facepalming inducing moment is brought to you by none other than Trump no longer liking his favorite word, woke. For those of you who don't know, woke is a dog whistle for the Republican Party. If you're part of the LGBTQ+ community, BIPOC, or just anything else that supports diversity, it's woke.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Everything woke. Everything woke. It's true. Everything woke turns to shit.
And now, the man who posts more than a hyperactive teenager on a caffeine binge is coming after the people who use woke. I mean, what's next? Is Trump gonna tell us that he doesn't like the term bigly either? His whole vocabulary is beginning to fall apart. But who knows? Maybe he just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and decided that he was done with woke. Or maybe he's just trying to rewrite history again. You know, kind of like how he claimed that he had the largest inauguration crowd in history, even though there was photographic evidence suggesting otherwise. It's like he's playing a never-ending game of
alternative facts.
So while Trump was on the campaign trail in Iowa, he told an audience his new thoughts about the word woke, the very same word that he himself has repeatedly used like a worn-out thesaurus.
It's gone sick. And I don't like the term woke because I hear woke. You know, it's like just a term that half the people can't even define it. They don't know what it is.
And now, it would seem that Trump has developed a case of linguistic amnesia. Maybe he took one too many swings at the political piñata and knocked out a few memories. Or maybe it's just selective forgetfulness, like when you conveniently forget to return those classified documents that you took after leaving the White House. But also, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but Trump is not wrong. The people who use it, especially Republicans, can't define it. I mean, do you guys remember this embarrassing moment when the anti-woke author couldn't define woke?
So, I mean, woke is sort of the idea that this is going to be one of those moments that goes viral. I mean, woke is something that's very hard to define, and we've spent an entire chapter defining it. It is sort of the understanding that we need to totally reimagine and redo society in order to create hierarchies of oppression. It's hard to explain in a 15-second soundbite.
Yeah, look, your time.
But I have to admit, it's pretty impressive how Trump can suddenly go from embracing a word like it's a Trump supporter he's grifting to suddenly disowning it like it's his own child, Don Jr. Honestly, Trump is like a linguistic contortionist twisting and turning his words to fit his ever-changing narrative. I mean, seriously, just a few hours later during an interview with Sean Hannity, this is what Trump had to say about the word woke.
We did a lot. You know, our military is great. A lot of things going on with our military, with the woke and all this nonsense. They're not learning to fight and protect us from some very bad people. They want to go woke. That's all they talk about now. I see letters that are being sent. It's horrible. I mean, it's really a serious problem. That would end immediately.
But the real reason that Trump said he doesn't like the word woke is because he's coming after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. You know, the android who built his whole platform around the word woke, even said his state is where woke goes to die.
We must fight the woke in our schools. We must fight the woke in our businesses. We must fight the woke in government agencies. We can never, ever surrender to woke ideology. And I'll tell you this, the state of Florida is where woke goes to die.
Florida is where woke goes to die. Florida is where woke goes to die.
Florida is the state where woke goes to die.
Our state is where woke goes to die.
I honestly think the Florida meatball might love saying woke more than he does eating chocolate pudding with 3 fingers.
And these math books, they were doing woke math. Okay, these are woke books. Send them back. They took the woke out and send us back normal math books. Agenda that is basically woke. Reject this woke ideology.
Woke ideology, and that woke ideology
By woke ideology. Woke ideology. View woke ideology. We reject woke ideology.
I don't want woke ideology.
without having woke gender ideology. It would advance a woke ideology. This woke ideology, to me, it's cultural Marxism. And they want their woke ideology, fighting the woke ideology and woke indoctrination of woke ideology.
Oh, don't worry, he's just getting started.
We will never surrender to the woke mob. We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob. The woke mob comes after us to have our state governed by some woke company, woke agenda. And a lot of the wokeness that we're seeing to do whatever the woke left wants to do. But then it's kind of a woke idea that playing to the woke choir. Not kowtowing to woke corporations. You can fight the woke elite. You can do your woke activism. We're fighting the woke. So they are engaging in woke activism. Called the Stop Woke Act. Woke activism. It's called the Stop Woke Act. The Stop Woke, which passed during the regular session. Corporate America going woke. Woke cities. We must wage a war on woke. As much as this wokeism has gotten into all these institutions, and it is a mile wide in our society, it's only an inch deep.
I think it goes back to this woke mind virus.
What I call the woke mind virus. I'm infected with this woke virus. Is anybody happy to see this woke mind virus infect all these institutions and try to impose that ideology on society and even on young kids?
DeSantis has absolutely no personality, like none whatsoever. The guy literally copied everything about Trump. His air recording hands, his leaning forward. He even made an ad indoctrinating his own children into Trumpism.
Everyone knows my husband Ron DeSantis is endorsed by President Trump, but he's also an amazing dad. Ron loves playing with the kids.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
He's teaching Madison to talk.
Make America great again.
People say Ron's all Trump, but he is so much more.
Big league. So good.
I just thought you should know.
Ron DeSantis for governor.
And DeSantis is so insecure about himself that he keeps changing his name.
I'm Ron DeSantis. I'm Ron DeSantis. I'm Ron DeSantis.
It's my husband Ron DeSantis.
I am Ron DeSantis. Hi, Ron DeSantis. I am Ron DeSantis. At rondesantis.com. I'm Ron DeSantis.
Even Trump is mocking him for it.
Just like you don't change your name in the middle of a election. Change his name in the middle of the election. You don't do that. You do it before or after, but ideally you don't do it at all. I liked it before anyway. I liked his name better before. I don't like the name change. Should we tell him that?
And when DeSantis was asked about it by a reporter, this is how he responded.
Governor, how come you're not taking questions from voters? Stop coming up to me, talking to me. What are you talking about? I'm not here working with people. Are you blind? Are you blind?
Oops, my bad. That was actually a clip of Ron DeSantis snapping at a reporter. This is the actual clip of DeSantis responding.
I've got a long last name, European name, Steinhauser. There's been some confusion over your last name and the pronunciation, and I'm just wondering, to correct the record, what is it?
Oh, that's ridiculous, these stupid things. Listen, the way to pronounce my last name, Winner.
Really? That's the best you've got? Your last name is Winner? I don't know about you, but it's almost as cringeworthy as Ted Cruz saying,
"My pronoun is kiss my ass."
Ron DeSantis' campaign is so lost that he's now standing on the wings of the stage and letting his wife Casey DeSantis give weird speeches.
We did 4 stops in Iowa the day before. However, that talking really pales into comparison to the day previous to that, when I had very long, in-depth conversations with our 3-year-old, Mamie, as to why she cannot color, true story, with a permanent marker on the dining room table. Or the walls, because I've come to the realization you can only move furniture in so many places before you run out of real estate, you know, that you have to keep doing it. So we're very blessed to have the 6, 5, and 3-year-old that the governor mentioned a second ago, Mamie, our little one, who, by the way, runs the household. If anybody thinks it's the governor or myself, no, it's Mamie. It's the 3-year-old who's in charge. But she's the first baby born to a sitting governor in more than 50 years. And they're all the light of our life. They keep us very busy. They have a lot of energy, very humble. I oftentimes like it when after a long day, sometimes I like it, after a very long day of the governor being on the road, he'll sometimes, it's about 8:30, 9 o'clock, we're going into our bedtime routine, and, wherever he's been in the state of Florida or New Hampshire or Iowa or wherever, South Carolina, he'll bring home some kind of a sweet treat. So moms and grandmoms, you know how this goes. We're in the middle of our bedtime routine, and here comes Dad with a plate of cookies, which then means we need to start the process all over again, which is wonderful. The governor a second ago was talking.
Hold on, did you all see that? What is wrong with Ron DeSantis that he keeps malfunctioning in public and wiping his nose in the weirdest ways possible? But regardless of how robotic Ron DeSantis is, he does occasionally make a valid point.
So, if the former president says he can slay the deep state in 6 months, my question to him would be, well, you already had 4 years. Why didn't you slay it then?
Clearly, I don't like either of these two fascists, but what I do enjoy is watching them tear the Republican Party apart. And based on what we've seen so far, you better make sure to grab your popcorn because this Republican primary season is about to be very entertaining. Well, until next episode, I'm Gabe Sanchez, and this has been What Was That? If you enjoyed today's episode and want to support the work that goes into creating the What Was That show, you can join my Patreon at whatwasthatshow.com. You'll get access to early episodes, exclusive bits, behind-the-scenes content, access to the show's private Discord, as well as live Q&As to connect directly with me to offer up comments, questions, and suggested topics to be featured on the show. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you over on Patreon.